After 6 weeks, thousands of visitors adorned the area with countless cowboy hats, flags, flowers, balloons, stuffed animals, and more, an impromptu tribute to lives lost and a compliment to the 58 crosses built by an Illinois man, Greg Zanis.
100-101.
Logistics, weather, and the need to preserve required the entire healing memorial to be packed up and moved to a new home at the Clark County Museum. Museum Registrar Cindy Sanford and intern Megan Romaine snapped photos and documented the physical location. Their first step in accessioning the thousands of artifacts that will become part of the County Museum's permanent collection.
So the museum has a permanent collection of items that we are the holders of in perpetuity, forever. And that is our accessioned collection. It really sort of means entering into. So all of these objects will be accessioned into that permanent collection, which means once these are numbered and tagged, we will keep track of where they are. We will keep track of what happens to them, if we use them for exhibit, if they go out on loan, anything like that. We need to make sure that we can identify what's happened to them and where they are and find them, and also tell why they're important.
Clark County Public Works staff reverently removed each of the 58 crosses, carefully collecting all of the mementos and keepsakes left behind by public well-wishers. They delivered the crosses and everything else to the museum.
I've never had a collection of this size come in at once, and with the immediacy that this one represents, we need to start dealing with it now. We need to start separating it, housing it correctly so these things will be able to be preserved, and then starting it through the process of being accessioned, because that takes time.
The County Museum has more than 1 million artifacts in their care and collection, and inventory of the 1 October collection required a computerized database of everything collected.
As far as this particular collection, we're treating it as a collection. I think we're kind of estimating definitely more than 10,000, maybe up to 30,000.
Accessioning is a non-glamorous, curatorial task, matching and numbering while maintaining the artifact's physical integrity, identity, and authenticity. Rubber gloves and a soft touch are vital.
I have to be aware, and my staff have to be aware of everything that we do now that will affect it in the future. Will the oil from our fingers affect the stuffed animal? Will a piece of paper in an acidic file be destroyed by the acid in the file folder as opposed to being in a acid-free file folder?
The 58 crosses will remain on display in December, and eventually many of the objects will become part of a curated exhibition at the County Museum, a somber showcase of one of the most tragic days in Clark County history.